to Celestian Tales, The Realms Beyond. For those unaware, this is the sequel to Celestian Tales, The Old North, which was the first part in what I believe is going to be a trilogy. Well, I'll put it this way, it was planned to be a trilogy. What it ultimately ends up being, I don't know. But otherwise, there are a few differences in the game. First and foremost, there has been about a 10-year time skip, so all the characters are 10 years older. The heir of Levant, you'll meet her in these videos, is 9 years old, I believe, and getting ready to make her debut as a blade bearer. But the big change here is the whole pick your MC thing. So if you notice, you have pairs here. So you get to pick your pair. You can guess I'll be going to the Arya because for reasons, that's who I did before, yada yada. But I'm here to show you the prologue for all three characters. All three pairs of them. So they're going to be about 20 minutes each, and there's something I'm going to mention in all three videos. It's going to be the same thing, but it's very important. We'll see if the devs have changed this, but it's pretty big, and it can make your games difficult. So I'll start this off with Lucienne and Reynard and work my way over here. I'm probably going to re-record the beginning of the game because I found out there are some things you can do to make it considerably easier than the whole slugfest I had to do. Difficulty doesn't matter here because I'm not going to play through, but we'll be doing hard mode for my actual game. Put those bony arms to work, people, come on! Take a breath after each strike. Don't let fatigue defeat you. This is a marathon, not a sprint. $98, $99, $500. That's it, people. You've done it. Damn, that was tough. My hands have blisters all over. I can barely feel my arms. That was incredible. Even among Levantine soldiers, there'd be one or two to give up before 500, but everyone here pulled through, even the old ones. Hey. Even with a lot more years under my belt, I still beat your ass last week. We ain't old, just experienced. Only because I had all those mugs I had got me wasted cramps. Your wrinkly hands just happen to take the credit. Looks like you're all in high spirits, even after that training, eh? I'm proud of all of you, men and women of LaRue. Today you proved that despite everything, the Red Wolves remain strong. We couldn't have done it without you, Lady Lucienne. With people like you in Earth's banner, House LaRue is in good hands. Now get out of here and rest. Get those blisters treated, and don't forget to drink lots of water. So if you're wondering, those are the peasants who have to defend the region because House LaRue had to disarm at the end of the first game when Severin did his thing. So Lupin there is the leader of the realm. That's Lucienne's cousin, Severin's son, in case you remember the Theolite. Thanks a lot for the training, you two. It's really different when the companions themselves spare time to get down and dirty with us. Stop being so formal. Fort Grievaux is still my hometown, even if I don't carry the family name anymore. Coming myself is just the right thing to do. As if you don't know your cousin, Lupin. This ain't a burden for her, it's a field trip. Feels good to work up a sweat once in a while. You should try it for a change, Reynard. I can see your beer belly peeking out from under that armor. I'm down with a training regimen. Just not yours, Luce. It's just insane. Don't exaggerate. I'm just more diligent than you, that's all. Look, I don't know if you really missed out on what everyone else knows, but there's a difference between working up a sweat and train your ass off until you're laid up for days afterwards. You two remind me so much of Father and the Seneschal. They used to fight about how to best train too. In the end, it was always Lady Bellin who ended those arguments. Feels like so long ago, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. But life went on, and so did we. If you do not import data, Severin is dead. Just so you know. Sorry, I really took down that conversation. Didn't mean to bring up the incident. You know, it's been a long day. How about we grab a few mugs down at the Broken Rook? My treat for the good you did, my people. Now, that's what I call hospitality. I'm always up for some drinks. Come on, Luce, let's chug some magical liquid gold and wipe that sad look off your face. In fact, I challenge you. First to pass out polishes the other's weapon for a week. Oh, is that overconfidence I hear, Reynard? Bring it on. I've got something to do first, so you two go on ahead. I won't take long, promise. Don't miss the action, Lupe. Getting wasted ain't no fun without the master of the house around. So, now we're in control. Here is the big thing. Status, skills. So, these are what the characters start with, and this is my single biggest complaint about the game right off the bat. All the characters still have their moves from the first game. They literally have all their moves. They're just not in place for some reason. So if you don't know this and you're thinking, well, I'm going to learn moves as I go, yada yada, no, you have more stuff to fall back on. So Lucienne, grab Reactive Spear, Expertise. The thing that I don't like is defensive stance. You have a random chance to block. Blocking is flat out nullifying damage. So it injects quite a bit of RNG. That combos with Battlefield Tyrant. You'll draw aggro to boost your defense, yada yada. And then Reactive Spear has a chance whenever you get hit, you can hit back even if you successfully block. So you'll take no damage and hit them. But the important thing is Expertise here, because every character has something like this. It's a passive that gives them free stats. For Lucienne, it's Dexterity, which will affect her crit rate, I believe. For Reynard, I think it's Vitality or something. But there's his stuff. You can grab Overdrive and Tenacity. Tenacity, Vitality 4, gives him a little bit of bulk. It's kind of necessary because his defense stuff sucks. I'd argue all of his stuff sucks, but I'll get to that in a moment. I'd grab Adrenaline Rush here just so it's a little harder to kill him. But overall, you get SP when you kill crap. When you hit 6 or more, you get more damage dealt. And his moves all suck. So this is attack up, defense down. You buff yourself and debuff yourself. You have Wild Axe. I don't know the accuracy rate on this, but it just doesn't justify it. It'd have to be a minimum of 75% at least on hard mode to justify ever using it, in my personal experience. Otherwise, for equipment, you have 1 weapon slot, and I believe these are 3 accessory slots. Your armor counts as an accessory now, I think. I'll verify that as we go, but no items carry over from the first game, so that means your accessory from defeating the Grey Giant is left behind. All of your upgrade weapons, everything. So that's the big thing I want to tell you that I'm going to mention in every single one of these Prologue videos. Now, for things that have changed, you can enter a lot more of the houses. Areas that were in the first game are still here, but they've been made bigger. Items that you can interact with will sparkle. There's a crafting system in the game. There's quite a few changes. There are no alternative costumes in the game. I don't know if they plan on putting any in here. It's just kind of wait and see. I'll talk to some of the people, but this is one of the first areas you'll come to. I don't know if this is Fort Grievaux itself or what. When you come back later, you'll have Lupin over here assembling the aqueduct. I don't mind all the hard work and suspicion. I believe in Lord Lupin's vision. The church is not happy about a Feolite building an aqueduct, in case your whole backstory is there. I'm waiting for my husband. He's out training at the moment. That's what she thinks. Said husband is down here. Only my 500th swing of the day, far from over for my daily practice. Well, you know, he's more diligent than you'd think. Wonder why he hasn't taken a wife yet. Could it be? She's talking about Lupin. Lord Lupin's doing a great job as a leader. He's also charming, if I may say so. I spoke to her or not. I can't find anyone. Where are they? Psst, she'll know I'm hiding here. Go away. So this is another reference. Whenever the game requires storyline items that you need to get to progress, if you can't buy them or you don't want to farm the drops, look for the kids playing hide and seek. They will bribe you to keep quiet and they give you the items you need from my experience. I don't know if this carries in later on in the game, but you can at least do it early. Hey there, looking to sell something? So if you don't want to farm for drops, you can buy some here at 100 livres a pop. Do you know you can see the city from Mudtown? It's right over there, up in the hills. You guys may remember him from the first game. I've been wanting to leave that small village for a long time, but it seemed so scary until you lot came along and showed us how to be brave. So here I am, trailing the realm after selling my family's home. No idea where I'll end up after this, but it's going to be a journey to remember for a lifetime. You will go to Mudtown, in case you're wondering. You can see the new family that has his house. Now, I'm playing this in beta at the moment. I don't know if my key is going to carry over exactly, because there's a lot of stuff going on in the background. I will spare you the details. I'll probably put it in the proper video, though. Planning a new tree to replace the old one. It's the least I can do to follow the Phoenix's path. As for the weapon upgrade system, it's largely the same. I think the volumes, or the prices, have gone up. And I'll show you guys a neat little glitch. So you can see what all you need. The longsword is fairly easy to upgrade. You can buy the metal scraps in Babat. The tusks drop from the boars. You can fight the boars outside Mudtown, and I think they also appear outside Babat. For the crossbow, leather is easy to get. There are tons of places where you can get that from various animals. The snakes, for example. The bat wings, from what I've seen so far, you have to buy them, but they're pricey. The dagger, the geese arm, the hatchet, all require iron ore. I have no idea where to find that at the moment. Elven bow is fang and rawhide, fairly easy. But to see the neat little glitch, when you get to the bottom, push down. So if you notice the green icon moved when you push back up, boom, you just duplicated Lucienne. I hope that'll be fixed in the proper game. If you look at the difference between the beta and the actual game, or the gameplay of the first one, the devs did go back and fix a lot of stuff, so I do have to give them a lot of credit for that, but it's still funny. 1 cup of sugar, 2 cups of flour, 1 sack of salt. Wait, there was 2 stacks of sugar. Mother's so going to kill me. Back then, sugar was really expensive, I think. Everyone's busy learning to fight, but I'd rather learn about healing. Someone needs to take care of the bruises and the broken bones, right? I can see inside their house through the open window. How can anyone live in such a place? This is the healer, I believe. Actually, we can't even interact. Never mind. That's a typo or a mistake of some sort. Sorry, I've got to take care of this. You go ahead and go to the broken roof and grab a mug or 2. I'll be along shortly. You remember where it is, don't you? Just turn left from here and follow the path that's farthest building away. Got it. See you there, Lupin. I don't know if I mentioned, but even Levantine's a lot bigger. They put in the area that was under construction in the first game, wink wink. And even the existing areas are all bigger. But here's your tutorial fight of sorts. Considering everything that's happened in the last few years, Fort Grievaux is doing pretty well, huh? Lupin may not look it, but he's a damn good leader. He's certainly Lord Uncle's son, isn't he? Inherited the balls for sure. I mean, with this kind of training, those farmers are practically real soldiers who just happen to have fields to tend. And don't get me started on the aqueduct. Deus, as if he hasn't taken enough heat from the church already. To be fair, who'd expect a water gutter could get a bunch of robed old men and women so riled up? Please define by what you mean by an aqueduct, they demanded, as if it's some kind of sun-worshipping stone idol. Anything made by a feline is something worth getting riled up about for them. Hell, I bet they make a big deal of Lupin peeing on a tree. Just thinking about that makes me sour. Come on, let's hit the bar. So here we run with the thief. Hey, get back here, thief! Damn, why are the companions here? Just my shitty luck. You surrender right now, you may still leave this building alive, thief. And be guaranteed to spend the rest of my life under their care? No way, felines aren't normal people. If I have to fight the 2 of you to gain my freedom, then bring it on. This is a pretty easy fight because it's 1 dude against Reynard. One thing I did want to test when his turn comes up, so we're just going to have her poke. I don't really care. Defend. Okay, that put him at 5. You need Lucienne's SP boost in order to get him up to 6 on turn 1. I don't think the 6 kicks in until you actually give the command when he has 6 for the boosted damage. Anyway, this should be it. Even with the crit, it wasn't enough. There's the counterattack, and down he goes. You can see that the enemies deal a lot of damage, which is common in sequel RPGs, I'm afraid. It may actually get a little bit more tolerable later on when we get proper armor and crap. Deus, damn it, you guys are really strong. The sun shines upon you, companions. Thank you so much for stopping him. You almost got my money for this week's groceries. Must be fate that you were staying right there. I don't personally believe in fate, but you're welcome. Take your belongings. We'll dispose of him outside the fort. Dispose? No need for that, my liege. You can just leave the criminal here. I'll take care of the rest. Bit of sleep and a glass of water or 2 should get him back on his feet. Wait, hold up. This son of a bitch tried to steal your hard-earned cash. You're just gonna give him rest and water? The way of the sun is kindness. Maybe not so for you, but that's how it is here. Such idealistic nonsense. Then what will you do if he steals again? Maybe right away, maybe tomorrow. We will teach him that there's another way to live. Everybody deserves a chance to see the light of the sun and start anew, just like the phoenix. Now with some words, he'll change into a good man. I'm not buying this bullshit. The only way your glass of water can keep him from committing a crime again is if he drowns in it. If punishment is the way of the church, and that is what you believe to be correct, then so be it. But ours is is the way of mercy. It is what Lord Lupin taught us so when he raised us from the ashes, and so too will we do unto others. We do not expect you to understand, companions, much less seek to change your mind. We only ask you to let us take care of this matter. Come on, let's help him up. Well, that we're in the mood. You still want that drink? Luce? Oh, no, don't feel like it anymore. Let's get back to Levantine. The others must be waiting for us to start the weekly meeting. And right here is where all the paths converge. It starts with Reynard, don't worry. Here we go. This is the converged route. Whee! Alana's the daughter of Sophia and allegedly Elaine, but she looks a lot like Daniel Ryan, if you ask me. Here comes the jump. Hang on tight. Woohoo! Deus, that was so fun. How come we never done that before? Because you weren't old enough to not tell anybody about it, obviously. Now hang on tight. It's time for the highlight. You ready? Wait, you mean that one just now wasn't the... Wait, that's the library. Are you going to... Reynard! As much as I like traveling, it feels good to be back home. Gotland's just too stiff for me. Agreed. I can't believe I once sincerely thought that no city could match it. Though, to be honest, Levantine didn't used to look this nice. That means we've done good in our time here. I hope the people can see... Is that Reynard with Alana? Oh, that is him indeed. The big boy sure likes to play with our Lady Bladebearer. I wonder what kind of game they came up with this time. Wait, do not tell me they're going to... Oh, in the name of Deus! That was awesome, Reynard. I didn't think we'd actually make it. I know, right? We should do this again sometime, especially when Arya... When I what, pray tell? Nothing. We were just talking about how pretty the sky is today. So pretty indeed. At least until I saw a companion jumping over a building with Our Lady Levant on his shoulders. Huh? I have no idea what you're talking about. Alana, do you know anything about it? I know, you said the companion was a he, right? It wasn't me, so I guess it must have been Isaac. Not good enough, Reynard. Alright. Call me red-handed. Guilty as charged. What now? You're lucky we have our weekly meeting soon, or I would have sent you to the detention room straight away. You two, get off your bums and follow me to Levantine Castle. We'll talk about this incident after the meeting's done. As for you, Reynard, I hope you have the decency to use this moment to reflect on your faults. Yes, ma'am. That goes for you too, young lady. I can see you're avoiding my eyes. Yes, ma'am. Look at Lucienne for Deus' sake. She's a child in elven years, yet she still acts like a full-grown adult. You two could learn a thing or two from her. Why do I have to take care of these children? Sorry I got you into trouble, kid. Didn't think we'd land right under the devil's nose. Still worth it. Let's do it again someday. Shh. Why are you saying this in front of Lee? If she tells her plan to Arya, there's no way we'll get a chance to do it again. I can keep my lips sealed, but I'm not doing it for free. Shit, you've been hanging out with Isaac too much. Fine, name your price. Let's see. How about you take me for a run, too? So much for you being an adult, Lee. Fine, it's a deal. Come on now, we've got to catch Arya. She'll scold her ears off if we take too long. So there you go, you'll get that notification when people join the party, and then as you make your way towards the castle, one by one people will pop in. This area is an expansion of Levantine. This is one of the areas under construction. But otherwise, that is your Lucienne Reynard playthrough, or prologue, and I will jump over to a different character.